Assalamualaikum grade 5. This is the summary video for today's lesson. Subject Science Unit 6, Lesson 6.4 Sunrise and Sunset, and Lesson 6.5. Today we studied in the class two lessons. 6.5 The Earth Revolves Around the Sun. From your learner book, page number 88 until 91. And your homework for today, page number 50 and 51. Let's start. Lesson 6.4 Sunrise and Sunset. The horizon is the line between the earth and the sky. So look at the horizon in the east where the sun rises. I told you about sun rising from which side? From east to west. Sunrise from east and sunset in the west. So the sun appeared to rise above the horizon. We call this sunrise or sunrise. During the day, the sun appears to move higher and higher in the sky, starting from here and going like this, higher and higher in the sky, and then start going down. In the afternoon, the sun appears to get lower in the sky. In the evening, the sun appears to sink below the horizon in the west. We call this sunset. I hope so you know about sunset and sunrise and sunset. So the sun is not really moving across the sky as it appears to do. It is the earth rotation that causes sunrise and sunset. Remember that the earth rotates once every 24 hours. Does the sunrise and the sun does the sunrise and set at the same time every day? Obviously no. Sun rising in the morning and sunset in the evening, and it's changed the day after, it's changed the time after. The difference are 3 or 4 days. So here you can see here, investigate the time of sunrise and sunset in Cape Town. So it's the table for the Cape Town. You can make a table or you can record it about Saudi Arabia, your city, Cape Town, South Africa. You can write type Saudi Arabia. So 1st February 2013, this is before 8 or 9 years, and sunrise time on February 6/8 and sunset time 7:51. So nowadays, what do you think? What's the rising time? 6:30 or 6:45? So you need to write here sunset time and same 6:35, I think. 6:35. Length of the day from this time to this time, 13 hour 43 minutes. So difference from this length of the day and the remaining. So you need to write difference here. On 2 February 6, 9 and 19, you can see here 1 minute difference and sun rising time. So what is the difference? -1 minute. Same like this, you can record it and write. At least if you can leave one day, it's better. Like for 1 February, you write 3 February, 5 February, like this, or you can write in the month of Ramadan. So you can do it only for 2 week or 1 week as you like. Record it. So like this 14 month, this is after the 3 month, after the 2 month. This is February and after the 1 month complete. This is starting February and this is the ending March, or you can say center of the March. 14 March 2013, 6:45. Is there any change? This 6/8 from 1st February and in March after 1.5 months. It's 6:45. So what's the difference? At least 35, more than 35 minutes. The difference coming. So also the sorry sunset time, both you can see the differences. So it's mean it's not stop or not every day it's same. So it's changing. So length of the day is 12 hour 21 minutes. Here length of the day 13 hours 43 minutes. So it's changing. So look at the time of this is explanation for the table. Look at the times of sunrise and sunset. You find the length of the day by subtracting the sunrise time from the sunset time. Is there is a difference in the length of day from one day to the next? Work out the difference in the length. This is upon you. You can make it. This is 2013. You need to make for this month. Okay, so you can make it, or you can find to collect the data from the internet. So you can write on the Google search engine. You collect data from sunrise and sunset time for a week, where you will present the data in the table like this and make a bar chart. Okay, boys, done. What you have learned in this lesson, the sun appearance. In this lesson, we learned about sunrise and sunset and the differences between the months, if the sunrise time or the daytime bigger or less smaller, if the sunrise time increase or decrease. So sun appears to rise in the east and set in the west. And also we learned today from the sun from the east and purab, or you can say sunset in the west. Sunrise and sunset times and the and the length of day change every day throughout the year. Obviously, every the same process happen until the year. Let's start to answer between 3 February and 20 March. Are the day in Cape Town getting longer or shorter? Obviously, you can write it shorter. Shorter. It's getting shorter. How the length of day will change during the month of April? Was this will continue to get shorter. This will continue to get shorter. You can see here this, it's get shorter and shorter. So how could you get your prediction? Check the sunrise and sunset times. Not one time, more than one time, at least 7, so you can easily find the answer. Compare the pattern of changing length of day in Cape Town with the pattern of changing length of day where you live. So this is you can make it. Okay, this is depend on where you live. If you are living in Taif or you are in Jeddah now or anywhere, again KSA or anywhere outside KSA. So this depend upon you how much time difference during the day until after this lesson 6.5, the Earth revolves around the sun. What happened in a year in your family? What does our planet do in 1 year? The Earth travel around and revolves around the sun. The Earth take 365 and 1 by 4 day. So we sometimes write only 365 or 1 year to complete one revolution. What we say this is called revolution. Don't forget this word. It travel in an oval shape orbit. As it travel around the sun, it also spin on its axis. Model the Earth revolution. Okay. Work in a group, stand in a large oval group, and this represent the orbit of the Earth around the sun. Each of you represents Earth at the different position in the orbit. One person stand in the center of the oval and represent the sun. This one. Okay, so each person is the orbit should take around the sun as you walk around the sun. You should also turn on the spot. So let's start question answer solving. Which movement of the earth were you showing when you turn on the spot? There is only two, revolution or rotation, and we have only two, revolution. So turn on the spot. Turn on the spot. This is rotation. This is rotation. Turn on the spot. This is, you can say, walk around the sun. This is revolution. This is called revolution. Okay, length of the day and changing season. What's the reason the change? The the really season change. Spring, summer, winter, fall. How? How it's changed? Summer come, winter come, spring come. So in topic 6.4, you saw that the length of day change from one day to the next day. Yes, after one move to 2 days, there is a minute change. So the length of day either gets longer or shorter. The change is the length of day is the sign that the season was changed. The season are caused by Earth revolving around the sun once a year and the tilting of the Earth axis. So this diagram you can see here, yes, show the position of the Earth in its orbit around the sun at different month of the year. You can see. different month of the year. So the season depend on which hemisphere you live in. Which hemisphere you live in. Okay. Countries between the equator and the North Pole and are in the South Hemisphere. Countries between the equator and the South Pole are in the Southern Hemisphere. When the Northern Hemisphere has summer, the Southern Hemisphere has winter. Opposite, obviously. If one summer, then another winter. It's take half of the year. This is because the Northern Hemisphere is tilted toward the sun in summer. The day are longer than the nights are shorter. Okay, question answer. Explain why this image is showing summer in the southern hemisphere. Where is southern hemisphere? You can see it. Yes. So why? What's the reason? Obviously, what happened? The southern hemisphere is toward uh, tilt toward the sun and is therefore having more daylight the longer day. The longer days. Suggest the length by suggest the length of day experienced at A, B, C. Where is A, B, C? So you need to write it. B has the longest day, and C has the shortest day. You can see, and C has the shortest day. Question number two: describe the chart pattern of length of day between January and June, where you live. So if in the northern hemisphere, they will be getting longer. Obviously, that also if it's northern, they will be get longer. It's been hot time. So it is warmer times. You can say hot weather. It is the semi. Sorry, if in the southern hemisphere they will be getter shorter. It's if near the equator there will be long a little change. There will be little change. Suggest an explanation for this pattern based on your scientific knowledge. So the northern hemisphere will be passing from winter. Northern hemisphere in the winter. So through spinning the summer in June when the rotation hemisphere is still toward the sun, near the sun, the southern hemisphere will we say will be passing from summer. Okay, everyone, take care. Feel free and everyone your homework. Goodbye.